Hey everybody, welcome back to TripKnowledgy, the science of suitcase living. I'm your host, Spencer Howard. Today, I'm in the beautiful District Hotel in Times Square with the man himself, the franchise, Mark Fisher of Mark Fisher Fitness. Now, Mark and I have both spent a lot of time on the road, and if there's one thing we've learned, not every hotel has a suitable gym, if any gym at all. So today, Mark is going to be taking me through a hotel room workout, something that you can do if you're staying in a hotel for a week or so and there's no gym. You can do it to stay in shape. It's not a long-term goal, but short-term, emergency, you need to work on the glutes. Sound good?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, all right.
When we're on the road, the reality is it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. So I think the first thing is just release the desire to be perfect. It's not going to be ideal. We can definitely do something to keep the momentum up while you're on the road. So basically, we just want to put together short circuits of exercises, doing some upper body stuff, doing some lower body stuff, no muss, no fuss. So the first thing we want to look at is something called the plank. A plank is a great exercise for your core. So I'm going to have Spencer come down in front of me. I want you to lie down flat on the ground. I want you to put your elbows underneath your shoulders. Now from here, keeping that neck nice and long, I want you to go ahead and bridge your hips up and get your hips up in the air, tucking your toes. Good times. So this is a plank. So this is sort of one of my sort of go-to core exercises. So we're just gonna make sure Spencer's nice and tight here. I'm gonna smack you. It's very tight, he does good work. Cool, go ahead and lower down.
Awesome.
Great, that's your plank. So when you do that, you just want to make sure the pelvis is nice and level. The next thing we want to look at is everybody's favorite, the push-up. So from here, I'm going to have Spencer lie down on the ground again. Now I want your hands about nipple width. He said nipple.
Nips.
Now from here, go ahead, tuck those toes. Now from here, I'm going to have you press your body up. Go ahead, extend your elbows. Good, and lower straight down for me. Good stuff. Now tuck that chin, look down on the ground, and again. Now again, if you watch Spencer, he's doing a really good job of keeping this neutral, right? We want to make sure that this stays in neutral alignment. Now go ahead, just let that sag for me. Yeah, and do that. Yep, that's shitty. We don't want to do that one. Now get your ass up too high. Yep, also lower down. Yeah, that's not good. We don't want to do that.
That's
and
harder.
Lower down. There we go. There's your push-up. So from here, the next thing I want to look at is a squat. Squat's a real simple exercise. From here, I want your feet about shoulder width apart. And let's have you just put your hands out in front of you. A squat, real simply, is butt back, knees out, chest up. So you're just going to sit back if you're sitting in a chair. Off you are. And keep those knees out from caving. Good. And come on back up. And again, off you go. Good. Real easy. Just want to get those weight in the heels. Let me show you the most common way this is done wrong. If the weight comes to the toes and the knees come forward, not only not working the ideal muscles, but we're going to possibly create some shearing force in the knee, which is going to make your knees pissed off. We want to avoid that.
We don't want that.
The next thing I want to look at real quick is an exercise called a split squat. Right, a split squat is like a lunge. We're in an asymmetrical stance. We want the legs about in the hallway of the hips, and you just want to lower straight down, keeping that front shin vertical. Good. I'm going to open you out just a little bit more, Spencer. Good. Now lower straight down. There we go. So he's making nice 90-degree angles here, and that's kind of what we want, right? And again, we want to drive the weight in the heel of the front foot. Give me some press to chest, wide chest. I like it. And breathe and release. Cool. Needless to say, you want to do both sides so as not to develop any asymmetries. Last exercise, then I'm going to talk about how we put this all together.
I love these cables because they weigh nothing and they can fit in pretty much any bag you have.
Yes.
I always have my cable with me.
Very practical for road living. So from here, I'm going to just have you step on the center of the band. Now from here, I'm going to have you hinge forward, just choke up further on the band and grab the band itself and not the handles. Now from here, I want you getting that butt back and arching the back, right? So for most people that get here, go ahead and round this back for me. Just go ahead and taste the rainbow Skittles. So from here, this is not a great alignment for the spine. So I want you to arch that back and really get that chest up. Good. Now go ahead and tuck that chin for me. This is a neutral spine. This is what we're looking for.
I can't stop looking at myself in the mirror. I'm sorry.
So handsome, oh, friend. Now from here, bring your shoulder blades together and crush my fingers. And now bring your elbows up. Good, now do that in one smooth motion. So elbows lower down, this spreads. Bring your shoulder blades down and back, width across the chest. Perfect. And again. Good, now I want you to do one, now we're gonna do it wrong. Now I want the elbows, don't even worry about this, just get the elbows up nice and high. Cool, now similar range of motion, right? Similar thing, but notice his shoulders shrugged up, right? Ladies, if you want a very muscular neck, this is an excellent move. I'm just kidding. For muscular necks, you should do deadlifts. But suffice it to say, when you do this, if you just think shoulder blades down and back the whole time, you're probably gonna get in pretty good alignment. And just make sure this stays nice and neutral, otherwise your back will get pissed off at you. Cool, you go ahead, breathe and release.
Awesome.
Great. Easy breezy. So there you go. You got 5 exercises. You have 2 upper body, 2 lower body, and a core exercise.
Is there any method to the madness of the order you do them?
You want to go back and forth between upper body and lower body exercises.
Okay.
Right, so a real simple, no muss, no fuss workout would be maybe get like an iPod and set a timer for 30 seconds. Maybe you do 30 seconds of squats, 30 seconds of push-ups, 30 seconds of a plank. Then take like a minute, minute and a half, depending on your level of conditioning. Then you want to do maybe 30 seconds of a row, 30 seconds of split squat on the first side, 30 seconds of split squat on the other side. Take a break. Right, then repeat that 2 or 3 times. Now that's not gonna take you that long. It's gonna be about a 20-minute workout, but if you're picking the appropriate level of progression, it's gonna be challenging enough. You're gonna maintain your muscle mass, you're gonna stay lean, and you're gonna be able to get away with all that binge drinking and fried food eating. I know you're doing. I know you're doing.
Like we do on the road.
I know you're
it's
doing
hard
it.
on the road, man.
I know.
All right, so Mark, I have a very important question for you. When I was on the road, I had so many proteins. I had a pre-workout protein powder, a post-workout, a creatine. I had all of this stuff. It took up so much room in my bag. Do you have any recommendations of how to conserve space and just have one all-around protein powder to take with you on the road?
Yeah, I do actually. I think for most people, keeping it simple is the best way to go. So for most people, quite honestly, I don't think you really need to worry about having a separate pre-workout or post-workout or pre-bed or pre-sax or post-sax or first thing in the morning or whatever. I think for most people, just a good whey protein powder is going to do it for you. At Mark Fisher Fitness, we use ProGrade. That's a company that we like. There's a lot of good powders on the market. But again, when you're on the road, you want simplicity. So you're better off just getting one whey protein powder before the workout. Maybe a shake's not a bad thing based on how much protein you're getting in. And then post-workout's another time where it's not bad to have a shake. Now, if you're a dude and you're looking to put on some muscle, you might want to have some carbs in that post-workout shake. So if you got like a vanilla, maybe you're going to take it with some juice. Bam. In the post-workout window for most people, it's one of those rare times where you can actually take in like fast digesting carbohydrates, or as I'd call them, sugar. And it's often okay because depending on your goals, it's going to help restore and replenish your musculature.
I want to point out that doesn't necessarily mean to go binge on every candy bar you can find after your workout. That will probably undo what you just did.
Yes.
Just putting that out there. For a limited time, we have a special deal. If you come to TripKnowledgy.com and click through our Mark Fisher Fitness link, you will get for $99 a free consultation and 21 days of classes, which is what value is that?
Like $1 million.
$1 million value. You get for $100. So come to TripKnowledgy, click through, and you get that free consultation deal. All right, now get out of here.
Good night, night.
This feels so right.